8 to 9% drop. Now, obviously, it's being masked by the market drop today, but something in your earnings didn't sit well with the street. What was it, Gunnar, and how are you going to fix it?
Well, look, certainly not a great day to report earnings, no doubt. This week has been tough in the markets, and the industry hasn't been getting a lot of love either. We have delivered a very strong quarter, and we have never felt as strong about the future of this company. And so I do view this, this share price reaction as a great investment opportunity. But clearly, the industry is going through significant change, and investors are wondering, who's positioned how well. We feel very, very good about the hand that we have with owning all our IP, global footprint, very, very strong economics in our content vertical. So we're going to continue doing the work.
How are you managing forecasting with the coronavirus? Because it seems to me that it impacts you in so many different ways. On the one hand, people may end up staying at home. They may end up watching some of your content more. On the other hand, the Olympics are in danger, and that was going to be one of your prized possessions in terms of content. And then, of course, there are the FX scenarios, which is very important for Discovery.
That's right. So that's why we spent a lot of time on the earnings call this morning discussing our assumptions here. Let me say, number one priority for us is the well-being of our employees, and we've taken precautions in the most high-risk locations, encouraging people to work from home, etc. From a financial perspective, I did point out that what we're seeing right now is not a material impact in any short-term bookings. But remember, we're a consumer-facing company. You're right, maybe there is an aspect of viewership, but clearly advertising is pegged to global GDP development. So we're very carefully monitoring that. And as I said earlier this morning on the Olympic side, again, we're in very close contact with the IOC. We're following their lead here. For now, we're moving forward. But we've also done what we can on our side in order to protect potential financial adverse impacts. So we're not expecting that at this time.
Good Guy in London. So what have you done? Japan's just closed all its schools. Abe clearly sees a risk when it comes to the coronavirus to his country. We're only a few months away from the games. What kind of mitigating action can you actually take?
Well, again, I mean, as I said, we're following the IOC's lead here. What we have done a while back, actually, is take out insurance to the extent possible to cover for any potential sunk costs on the expense side. But as I said, I mean, for now we're closely communicating with the IOC, and we're continuing our preparations. And we're more focused on what we're doing with our own employees right now. Again, as I said, encouraging work from home, et cetera. Luckily, we're not as dependent as many other industries on sort of face-to-face work at the office and factories. Not as dependent on global supply chains. So we're in a little bit of a better position in this obviously serious situation.